Hi guys, welcome back to another All Around Sorare podcast, joined by myself and Sorare Jonesy. How are you doing?
All right, I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
you guys may have
How's it?
noticed we are missing one member. He is on a beach somewhere in Australia. I'm sure he's having a great time. But he sends his love to everyone and wishes everyone good luck, I'm sure. So, Jonesy, new update. It's here, it's arrived. Is it everything you expected and more?
No. Anyway, the new UI is horrible. It's hard to find out how many people are in a competition. It's hard to navigate. I can't see all my lineups at once either. For some weird reason, I have to click into different comps to find the lineups. Whereas in the
Yeah,
old UI, you just had all your lineups there in a big square. It's weird. It's gonna take some getting used to, but
Yeah, I
I'm here.
think we just adjusted to a new UI, didn't we? And obviously, I can see the similarities with the old, week by week dates at the top. But I was actually getting used to that, like my lineup section, as you just mentioned, being able to see like a whole overview of them without having to scroll too far. I mean, obviously, depending on how many lineups you have. So yeah, it needs a bit of work, right?
Yeah, it definitely needs a lot of work. I don't think even a bit of work. That's an understatement. But that's not the only problem with the new format. There's a few problems.
Yeah, let's
So
get
like
into the
how
problems to start with then. What's the first one that's on the top of your head?
so I've got one of my lineups here, which is Contender Classic Rare. I believe that is Div one. I think it's Div one or Div two. I believe it's Div one. And there's 1,207 entries, right?
Okay.
Or from what I can see, I can
Did you
place
say this
between
is
first.
classic?
Yeah, this is Contender Classic Rare.
Contender
Either
classic.
Div one or Div two. I think it's Div one though. And like I said, so I can be placed between first and 1,207th, right? But to get a reward, you've got to finish in the top 47 to get a tier 3 or above, which because they don't pay tier 4s or 5s in Div 1, I don't think.
Yeah.
Unless Sorare Data's got it wrong. But yeah, you have to place in the top 47 out of 1,207. So if you do the maths for that, it's like the top 3 or 4%.
To get a guaranteed reward.
Yeah, to get an actual card reward. Which, if you looked on the old system, it was like 8 to 10% chance of getting a reward.
Yeah,
So
and
I don't
and
know what.
that's not including the boxes, is it? So these, I wonder with the boxes what the percentage is.
So to get to a box, you need to finish, I believe, in the top 220,
Oh, well, it's
which
still
is
quite
probably
low.
about right. It's still quite low, but I think that's about right, isn't it? I think they said it was going to be around about a quarter
Yeah,
or 20%. I think it is top 20%.
yeah.
Yeah, unless Sorare Data's got it wrong, that's going to be so difficult to get a reward, especially in the top division.
I think it's just a weekend of seeing how it goes. That's really interesting. So just for comparison reasons, in Division One Limited in season, I know it's not the same as Classic.
Mm.
But I think they made an adjustment actually to the rewards pool just before the deadline went live. I think they doubled it, and there's about 1,400 people in it, as far as I'm aware. I'll just bring it up here. Apologies, viewers that can't see. Yeah, it's about 1,500 people in it, and they're paying up to 200 places. So I think it's like, I think it's just over 10%. I think, which seems fairly alright.
Well, the Challenger in season rare, which I have a lineup in Div 2,
Yeah,
you finish in the top 120, you get 20 quid, and now there's only 552 people in that.
so that's 20%, like a 20% rate, base rate.
If you finish in the top 20%, you're going to get about 20
Did
quid.
you,
If you
do you say
obviously
that's
finish
Division One?
Div 2,
Div 2. Oh, I like those odds. I like those base odds.
those odds are quite good. I like those. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I can see
Uh,
the smile on your face there, Jonesy. This has got you.
Dancing that one, that's one with the really beastie players, like the really good matchups.
Yeah.
I'm glad
No,
I
it'd
got a
be
chance
nice. I
there.
think obviously the cycle that Soro put out originally was use your old season cards to win new season cards, and then use those to win cash. But then obviously you can do whatever you want with the cash, which is the way I've been targeting it. Obviously, from now until August, is trying to get that cash and then reinvest it into classic cards and then start the loop again. Um, but there's nothing
So I'm gonna.
quite as exciting as winning a card. So if you're winning cash, I think I prefer to win the cards and the boxes.
Yeah, true, true. I would rather win the cards to be honest, and then sell them on.
Yeah,
But that was so that contender lineup that was classic. That was Div 1. I can see now on the badges they've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 written on them.
Yeah,
If
I
you look
think
at
I
the top
think
10.
that's just a little bit too small. I think that image needs to be a bit clearer and bigger.
So I've just clocked onto that now. So in Contender Classic 2,
Yeah.
okay, there's 2,673 people playing it, right? There are lineups playing it.
Hmm.
The top 112 get a reward.
Top 112 get a reward.
Yeah, so again, that's like 2% of people,
Yeah.
which is not good.
No, that's not
Very,
great.
very costly.
But then
The top
I
500.
saw somewhere where it was brilliant. I think I've got it here. So I've got a throwaway team, right? In Division 4 Challenger Limited. Division 4 Challenger Limited Classic. Sorry, there's so many words that goes to it. Um, and there are 2,000 people that entered, Jonesy.
Yeah.
And they're giving out 1,900 boxes.
Yeah, it's boxing. I'm on about card rewards, actual winning a card.
Yeah, so I mean, even from a boxer's perspective, though, I'm guaranteed a box, and I'm putting a throwaway lineup. Well, I'm not guaranteed, but you know, if I get some decent scores, it'd be hard to get wrong. But as compared to other divisions and other divisions and leagues, that seems like fairly decent odds. Even if you just want to get a box and take a chance on that.
I think I've lost interest on the boxes because of the poor percentages. I think I've lost interest there on the boxes completely because
Yeah,
5% is, like I say, it's lower than rivals. It's even if you came out with 10, I still wouldn't be expecting to get a card out of 10 on the bounce.
yeah, that's true. I
But
think
I've got the Div 4 lineup here for you because you've mentioned the Div 4 one.
yeah,
So
Div
there's one
4 is that limited or rare?
Contender Classic again. So I've
Contender
got three
Classic.
Contender Classic ones. So this is the Div 4 one, which is like my Vispa stack. There's 1,019 entrants, okay?
Okay.
I want you to guess now how many prizes there are. It goes tier 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But how many do you think there is just to get a card reward? Where have you got to finish?
Just a card reward.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it's probably again 120 places.
50 places.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's a
So
bit
I think
low.
they might have got the card distribution for the reward pools wrong. Like
And what is
significantly.
that if you come 50th? Is that a tier 3?
Tier 5. And to actually get a decent reward, like a tier 3, you got to finish in the top 10.
Yeah. Okay, that is very interesting. So you know, a little bit tweaking maybe.
Yeah.
Like we've spoken about. I think you know by the time August comes around, it's going to be very different, and they should by then have enough, you know, enough data from existing users about how they should approach the beginning of a new season to get it right. Hopefully with a big onboarding process as well with that, like we've spoken about. And speaking of big decisions, have you seen that Sorare have added instant buys for rares, Jonesy?
Yeah, I don't like that. I
Yeah,
really
can you
don't
talk me
like
through that? So I've got no opinion on it at the moment because I haven't really done the analytics into what it will do to the market. But what's your first impressions of that and what it will do to rares or in-season rares?
Right. There's benefits and there's negatives to it. So the benefits is if you buy the instant buy one, you're getting guaranteed new season card, and it's like buying it from auction. You get the collection bonuses instantly. You go up to 40 like standard straight away without anything else. So that's obviously a benefit for most players. But the negative is if you win a new season card, and the instant buy doesn't update very quickly, so to the price ranges of what players are putting the cards up at. So let's say you won a card, and then the lowest player price of it is like 20 quid. The instant buy might be down at like 12, is what I was seeing today. I saw a card at 12 quid instant buy,
Hmm.
and then the lowest player one was 20. Now that needs to update quicker to the player one. It should never be the lowest card on the market.
Yeah. And was that lowest player card also in season 1?
Yeah, yeah. The
So
lowest is
effectively it's just undercutting it. Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
yeah. It needs to update quicker to what the floor price actually is. So you should never have a rare new season card at 12 when, let's say, for example, the classic one's going for 18 and the new season one's going for like 23. It
Yeah.
should never be like that. You should never have it at 12. It should always update if they can minute by minute. But yeah, I think if it updates quickly, it'll be fine. But if it doesn't, then it could destroy the rare market.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, in terms of have you used limited instant buy in the past?
Yeah, a couple of times because again, like I've used it when Sorare messed up, so they've got like a new season card for like almost half the price of the the players selling out, the lowest players selling out, I'll buy that quick and list it back up.
Yeah.
Maybe if they did the instant buy like weekly, 3 of them come out a week at a certain price, and then once the 3 have gone, they don't refresh until the next week.
Yeah.
That might be something to look at. But yeah, it's difficult. It's
Yeah.
difficult. I don't know why they've done it for Rare.
Well, it's really interesting because the demand was obviously there. I can remember countless times throughout this European season when I've thought I needed a rare player, a specific one in mind, and the price from managers, in my opinion, were just a little bit too high. So I was waiting for the next auction, try and get it a bit cheaper if I can, and that sometimes wouldn't happen for weeks. So I guess from a Sorare perspective, someone like me in the past might not just wait, and I might just, go for the instant buy and not go off another manager. Also because, like you just mentioned, you get that collection bonus as well, and if you're building towards a collection, that is actually really key from what I found.
That is one of the problems though. Like if you're buying it from Sorare and there's a manager there that's been waiting to sell a card for a while, and just because Sorare's undercut them by like £5 or £6,
Yeah.
they shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
The instant buy should always be a few pound more.
Yeah.
Than, or even more than that. It should be a couple pound more than the new season card that's on the market already by a player.
Yeah.
Like most of these instant buys will cut sometimes lower than the classics.
Yeah.
Which is just not on really.
No, it should be the complete reverse, so that managers can basically undercut Sorare, and the trade-off for that is you don't get the collection bonus, like extra lightning points or whatever they're called.
Yeah, you don't get the instant like 40 points because obviously if you buy one off the market, the card you receive doesn't start at 5%; it starts at 6.
Yeah.
For most collections, so you're getting a 6% card off the bat.
Yeah, and I think with the new phase that we're going through, and like they just said, they've done it instant buy rares. It really seems like, it's such a cliche, but it really does seem like having a good percentage on your cards is going to be critical.
Yeah.
Especially limiteds, they're so accessible now. Rares might be going that way. You've got to differentiate yourself some way, and that's probably collections. I know something that we both sort of dabbled in throughout this year. I know you've got a Tyrrell stack in Rare. You've got a Valladolid stack in Limited. Come August, I definitely think I'll be dipping my toes in more collections. I do find them really fun as well.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to dip into more collections. I'm just going to try and buy the cheapest, best players from the best teams in each league, which is what I've been doing recently. I was talking to you the other day about Vertonghen's Rare being so cheap. I went and bought him the other night for £8. Classic card. So I'm just going to try and just dabble like that, and then mix and match the matchups, the lineups each week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go for collections because collections has never actually really worked out for me.
Yeah.
Like Valladolid have never done anything. Tyrrell brought me in one threshold. Hopefully they'll do something next season.
Yeah.
The Seattle stack, I paid quite a bit of money for that, and I think they've already brought me back like £10-15. I don't know if collections. It's not the way to go for me.
Yeah.
But other people might find it good. I think if you are going to do a collection, it's got to be a top tier one. Like if you're doing contender, it's got to be Celtic or one of those big teams like a Zagreb.
Yeah.
Or if you're doing challenger, it's got to be one of the title challenging teams.
Yeah. I think it'd be really interesting to do a project for next year where I buy 2 collections, buy one at the top, one at the bottom, and then genuinely put them in as a 5 stack every week. Obviously, there are multiple lineups now, so I can do that and see what the ROI is, compared to what I paid for it, what it returned me, and is buying the lower collection stack actually worth it? That might be really. I'm not sure anyone's really done that as a project.
No, I don't think they have, but obviously the higher one will most likely because it's not just because like they're the better team, but you have to put the higher one in the top lineup, won't you, in the top division.
Top division.
It's going to be more likely to win more rewards or better rewards than the one that's going to be playing in like Division 4 or 2.
Yeah. That's a good point about divisions, actually, Jonesy, as well. Did you, for this week, the game that's just passed, did you put your best lineups in the top divisions, or did you kind of scatter them about?
Yeah, for the first week I did.
For the first week,
I
you
just wanted to try and play it as genuine as you probably could play it. I will think about changing that in the future. Looking at, if you look at like the contender classics, my team 3 that's in the bottom division has got no competition. But again, the reward pool for it is terrible.
Yeah.
there's like over 1,000 people and they're only rewarding 50 people.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
like 5%. Then obviously the higher you go up, when I said like the one that's in Division One,
Yeah.
they're only rewarding 47 people, but there's 1,200 entrants. So there's actually more entrants in Division One, and they're rewarding less people. So I think that doesn't really make any sense, does it?
No, it doesn't, well, because the whole point was to incentivize you to get to the top division and stay there.
Yeah, and obviously if you're getting to the top division and you're just finishing the top 50% and staying there every single week, then you're not really getting anything out of it.
Yeah, it's a
You're not getting a
shame. I
reward.
feel like if you make it to the top and you survive relegation, like I think that should be a celebration. And I think you should get rewarded for it. Not with a top reward by any means, but if it's classic, maybe even just a box.
Yeah, you could do just a box. Like I say, it's 200 top 220 get a box
And
out of 1,207.
who stays in that division? Top.
Fifth. I thought it was the top 50, but it might not be.
I mean, how many get promoted? Is it top 30%?
Oh, they've not released any further information on it, have they? So I'm not 100% sure, but I thought it was the top 50. Um, stay in that division.
I'm
The
trying to
top
work
20.
it out. Like, is it over time? Is the number in that League One going to get smaller and smaller?
Yeah, it's going to stay exactly the same.
Stay exactly the same. Okay, so yeah,
But unless new players come in, obviously if a new player comes in, it's percentage based, so the numbers can change based on how many people are actually playing that game week and how many aren't. So, for example, it's a midweek next week, as you know.
Yep.
I've got a lot of lineups.
Mhm.
So I've got a lot of Turkish players. I've got like tons of lineups. I think I've got about 10, 12 lineups, which is quite mad for a midweek.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So I'll be interested to see how many people are actually in for a midweek.
Yeah.
Might be better to target midweeks from now on.
Yeah, it might be if you can as well. And obviously now we're in this new phase. I'm pretty sure they're adding. Well, I know from August onwards they add like, if this was August onwards, they would add Cat 240 as a special weekly perhaps. And we might see some special weeklies coming soon. I think. I know there's the MLS one going on, which is obviously over the weekend. But for midweeks, I'd like to see some creative stuff. Just going live, it might be fun to dabble. You know, if you don't have those players, maybe you're missing three or two players. You might just buy those to enter it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Sorare needs to create that demand, don't they? Especially with the instant buys now live.
Speaking of Cap 240,
Okay.
have you got a plan for summer for Cap 240 Rare?
Yeah, I mean, we spoke off air about this. So I've got 2 players for Rare that I can use. Okay. I've got another one as well, but he's injured at the moment. So I'd have to bring in, obviously, the big one as a goalkeeper.
You do need a goalie, but there are some cheap goalies out there now in like those summer leagues, like
Yeah.
£100.
Exactly. So basically, theoretically, I need a goalkeeper from the end of the season, of the end of the European season. So that's about end of May, June.
Yeah.
And then so that's all of June. So that's 4 weekends. July, August. So I'd say about 12 weeks to get a return on investment.
Yeah, but also if you pick the right goalkeeper, you'll get a lot of midweeks in there as well. So
Yeah.
instead of it being 12 game weeks, you might have 18 game weeks because obviously Argentina play midweek, Brazil play midweek, sometimes the MLS plays midweek because they have to stack up the fixtures. And if you pick a team that's in the Champions League as well, the CONCACAF Champions League, then you are looking good because you'll have even more midweeks.
Yeah.
They have a midweek every weekend.
Yeah.
So instead of it being those 12 game weeks, it'll be 20 to 24 game weeks.
Yeah. So my gut instinct tells me, so it's a good question. My gut instinct tells me if I can bring a goalkeeper and a forward under 100 quid, then I think it's absolutely worth doing.
Yeah, I don't think that's difficult these days. Like I brought in 2 forwards for £15 together.
Yeah.
For summer. So
Yeah, there you go. So you know it's possible.
Yeah, and there'll be loads of goalies you can get out there.
Yeah. And Rare is just a little bit more attractive than Limited. The $2 a week is just not... It's not cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it'd have to be Rare. I'll just enter what I've got. I mean, to be honest, I won't be playing 240 Limited in the summer. I'll just be playing in the divisions, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm putting 240 limited teams in, but I'm putting them in to get the middle one because I don't think it's even worth it if you're going to go for the bottom one. It might be for new galleries and stuff where they're, £1.69 can get you 2 reasonable players in limit. But at the stage we're at, it's not beneficial, is it? But if you get the £6 one, it's still not massively beneficial, but it's £6 in it. It can go towards something, or you can get a decent player in.
Yeah, it's a good question. What about yourself? Are you thinking about 240 Rare for summer?
Yeah, actually, I think I showed you a few days ago all the players I bought. I bought in like as many cheap buys I could get. So like
Yeah,
players for under a tenner basically every single time. So I managed to get a couple of forwards under a tenner. I got a
yeah,
couple of midfielders. I got two defenders now, one from the MLS and one from the Mexican League. So yeah, I think I'm pretty sorted. Like, I think I've spent about 35 quid because I already had the goalie. I had League Wang who's just a spare
oh yeah,
goalkeeper there. So I already had the goalie, so I didn't even have to take that into account. So I just need to hit three thresholds in those 12 weeks to pay
yeah.
back.
That's awesome.
So I'll be happy if I can do that. I think they will. There's some good players in there.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure you will.
The
I
value
mean,
players.
get the captain right. You absolutely smashed it. Last weekend, I captained Jose Fontan in Cats for the Rare, and he got 92 points. So total return was 120 points. It's just like almost half the threshold.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you get your captain right, you should be fine.
Got to get a captain right for sure. But no, it's really interesting. You just sparked a thought in my brain, Jonesy. I thought I'd ask you this. I know you've got quite a few players in your gallery, but in the Premier League, it's obviously the running season. For a lot of other clubs, it's the running as well. In
Yeah.
most leagues, are there any clubs in your, and some big players in your teams that you're keeping an eye on? You're thinking, oh, is there promotion going on? Is there relegation perhaps? What are you keeping your eye on at the moment?
Um, it's tough to say because I'm not really looking to buy new players at the moment. So I'm not looking for who's going up and who's going down.
Yep.
I've not got any champion players, so I have nothing in the top five leagues. But
Okay.
obviously, if my
Do you have any
team's
clubs that could potentially be champion players for next season that you own now?
we just fell the lead, I would say.
Yeah. So it's going to be really
They could
interesting
go up.
that.
No, I don't want them to go up though. Stay down. Stay down. Can't compete at that level.
No, exactly. You're up against like all the big teams basically.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
I've got some decent challenger teams. Like I said, I got my Seattle stack. Hopefully, they start doing well this season.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I don't really focus on who's going up or down. I know you've not got a champion stack, have you, or
I don't
anything?
think
So
so. I mean, like I said, same boat. Oviedo's chances are not as high as other teams, but they obviously still got a chance. And from a Sorare perspective, rather than not go up at all, staying contender.
same, same. But it's something to work towards. Obviously, that's the top division, isn't it? So eventually, if I've won enough card wars and gained enough money on
Yeah.
the platform, I can start building the champion stack,
Yeah.
like a Premier League one.
Exactly. Like I consider myself to be a contender player now, so obviously winning all season contender cards. Probably the idea will be, it could be a gradual transition, like contender to challenger to champion, by trading
Yeah.
cards maybe, or selling cards and buying different league cards. I think that's the way it's going to be probably, but that's quite fun. It's quite exciting, the sort of Rose Glory style. I've always been into that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, end goal, try and get a really cool champion stack for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll be looking at for rare eventually if we can make enough money, obviously.
Yeah,
Because I'll be new season. It won't be new season. I don't think it'll be classic.
yeah.
Um,
You're a big
obviously,
City fan, Josie. Do you think you'd ever go down that route?
too
Pep roulette?
expensive. Too expensive. I would do it even with pet roulette. I would do if I had the money to do it, but I don't have the money to go out and buy like a rare. You got to buy the best players. You got to get a rare Rodri, Haaland, De
Yeah.
Bruyne.
I think the rare Rodri on instant buy was like just over a K, I think.
Yeah, it's just too much for me. That.
Yeah, that. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I've got it here. £1,113. That'll set you back.
Yeah, I wouldn't even spend that on.
I
The
wonder
whole
if anyone's
stack.
actually used the instant buy. I'm going to check quickly. No, no one's used it.
No,
Not
I
for
don't think they
Rodri.
would. But I wouldn't mind like a West Ham or a Brighton or a Bournemouth, one of those cheaper stacks where you've got like maybe one, maybe two players that are a bit expensive, and then the rest are all dirt cheap. So I wouldn't mind that. So yeah, I
Yeah.
might look into that for next season.
Yeah, it could be interesting to follow your main team. I've always thought been, but that's also part of the so rare that I really enjoyed. Like I'm a Manchester United fan, as you know, and the viewers know. But I have any Man United cards. It's quite nice, especially this season, sort of disattach yourself from your main team sometimes.
Yeah, especially when you're a United fan.
Especially yeah. Well, I don't know if Captain back me up there now.
No, you don't. You're stuck now.
It's alright, mate. It'll be good when we knock down that stadium.
No, they'll just refurbish it, won't they? They will never knock down Old Trafford. It's too historic.
Yeah, it needs a lot of work. Whatever they do, it's gonna. I don't know how much they're gonna put into that. It needs hundreds of millions, if not billions.
But like, yeah, like you were saying, so if you're looking to do a Premier League stack, it's going to cost you a bit. It's not going to be cheap at all. I would say it's worth it though, definitely, even
Yep.
for classic.
What,
Because
even
that
like a
that
mid-table team?
yeah, if you can earn a card reward and it's got guaranteed to be a Premier League card, and you know the Premier League in season is quite lucrative, and people really want to play it, and they really want those cards. So your card won't be on the market for long. If you put a reward up on the market for it, it will not be up there for a long period of time.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just a quick like money grab for you really, unless obviously you get a card that you like and you want to keep it. Like they say, you want to build on those new season cards. If you don't want to sell them, you can get yourself a in-season Premier League stack for the second half.
Yeah, it could be really cool. And then obviously, the second the summer hits and the European season's over, these card prices will go down, and you can put yourself up a, if you know they're there for next year, put yourself up a classic team like you just said.
Yeah, you get an Everton stack.
Yeah, Everton stack. I actually made an Everton shorts. I don't know if I deleted it, but I basically made an Everton. I did a shorts video on YouTube about making an Everton stack.
Everton stacks.
But they've actually got quite a few clean sheets, Everton.
Yeah, to be fair, if you're gonna build a stack, just go and look. You should go on Sorare data, go into Premier League, and just go into goalkeepers, and then pick your stack based off that of what you can afford, basically.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to do it. Let's just have a look. Global All Star in rare. So like if I was to say get an Everton stack now, let's go and have a look how much. Pickford's 423 quid, so obviously that's a no go.
That's in rare, yeah. £77 in
so,
limited.
Yeah, I wouldn't go out and buy, a Pickford, for example, but maybe like let's have a look. If you want to do a Bournemouth stack, Neto's only 170.
Yeah.
Areola is only 250.
Wait, it's 170 for an in-season rare?
It's not in season. It might be in season. I'm gonna look.
Because if you told me a goalkeeper in the Premier League was 170 quid 4 months ago in rare, I would have snapped your arm off for that.
It's not in season. It's old season.
Yeah,
it's old season. The in season's 214.
That's still a very good price. Still a very good price.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I don't know much about Neto's contracts or anything like that. I guess that all comes into play. Is you need to know the starter for next year, at least.
Yeah.
And a guaranteed starter as well, because you don't want someone who can quite easily lose their spot. I mean, that's really important, especially so.
It might be a really good one.
Go on.
Matt Sells from Forest.
Sells from Forest. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of competition, right? Doesn't he?
No, I don't think so anymore. I think he's the undisputed starter now since he moved to Forest. Since he moved to Forest, he's not missed a game. He's played 90 minutes every single game.
No way.
And his new season card is 156.
Just trying to get Forest up here. So they've got Matt Turner as well. So has he been dropped?
Yeah, he was terrible. I'm not surprised he got dropped, to be honest. No offense, Matt Turner, but you're not a goalkeeper. So yeah, Matt Sells' new season card is 156. So for example,
Sells, Turner. Oh, and the other one was, I can't pronounce this, but the Greek guy.
Odysseus.
Odysseus. Yeah. So is he a backup then?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Because obviously he was a starter. He was a starter his whole career basically.
Yeah, apart from now.
Why would he do that? Money.
Don't know. No idea. Only money, yeah, because Forest are loaded.
Yeah, they're going to get points deduction on there as well.
They better not, because that means he might go down.
I think I saw that somewhere.
But yeah, so obviously you have him. Then another good option is Mark Flecken at Brentford.
Yeah, I like Flecken. I actually think he's a really good goalkeeper.
He is a very good goalkeeper. I had his Friedberg card. But his classic card is 186, and his new season card is 247. Now, question for you is...
Go on.
I know you're interested in the Premier League sort of thing.
I love the Premier League.
Like the Premier League rare and limited stacks. Is it 4 cards you need again?
You need 4 new season cards to enter in-season comps. In limited and rare.
Premier League one?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Just let me double check that.
You could buy a classic Mark Flecken for 180 and then just buy a new season card around him. So yeah, that's always an option.
Well, I'm just going to get up here. So classic season Sorry, in
Yep.
season limited, you need
It should be 4. I think it is 4. I think you're
yeah
right.
4 with a season bonus. Yeah,
Right, that's fine. So yeah, you could go Flecken as your like off-season card,
yeah,
and you could buy all the outfielders as in-season cards. Keep it cheap, or cheaper. I don't think it's cheap, but
yeah.
keep it cheap.
I think Brandon Bomo is going to return from injury quite soon, actually. So that'd be a nice addition if you can get him on your in-season
Yeah,
card.
yeah. Brian and Buemo would be good. Yeah.
I think assume
Obviously,
Tony's gone.
yeah, I think he will be in the summer.
I think so. And then you've got to get a midfielder. They've got good defenders. Ben Mee, maybe.
Rock actually had a really good concept for this to play in the Premier League comps. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
So he only buys injured players.
Okay.
So he's just buying all the injured players that are cheaper and just using them.
So just. Oh, is he?
Yeah, for next season.
Ah, that's very clever.
So yeah, I think that's a good move.
And then
See,
he'll enter that into Classic then, right?
yeah, yeah, he'll enter into Classic.
Oh,
Or
I
if he
think
come back,
he saw something. I think I saw him mention
he bought
something
like
like Nick Pope. Yeah.
Yeah, he bought Nick Pope. He bought a few other injured players. Like Allison here is only 500 rare.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Considering Pickford's 430, Allison's only 500.
But when Klopp's gone, they're going downhill.
No, don't say that.
Strap in, Liverpool fans.
You're horrible.
I don't like Liverpool. Sorry, guys.
So yeah, I'm just looking at like the high-end defenders and midfielders. Obviously, they are expensive. So imagine if you won like, for example, just like a mid card, like a I don't know, like an Odegaard. It's not a mid card; it's a star card. But if you imagine
Star.
if you won an Odegaard 1 week worth 276 quid in rare, that pays for your goalkeeper already.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of high quality players.
That's
To be
the thing
fair,
about the Premier League as well. It is fairly unpredictable. But you can also when you've got a great matchup as well.
yeah, because your knowledge of the Prem's like there, and like
It is.
Mickey Van den Ven. Listen, look at you remember how good Mickey Van den Ven was at the start of the season,
Yeah.
and he got a hamstring injury. He's
Yeah.
now £70 in rare.
Has he's returned from injury now, hasn't he?
I think he's just coming back, but he's £76 in rare. So
Yeah.
I think that's a really good price. You've got players like Anthony Robinson, the Fulham left back.
Yeah.
Always scores really well. £50 in rare.
He's American, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the American.
The
So he gets
American.
international utility as well. I just think there's a really good bargain. Mario Lemina at Wolves. Wolves are starting to have a good season. He's
Yeah.
only £20 there.
I used to own his limited card actually. Lamina, I found him to be hit and miss. But sometimes, but that's what you want though. Sometimes you want a player that can just absolutely you want a player that's 100 capable for sure.
Yeah, he's got 2 100s this season.
Yeah.
A few 80s. So yeah, he's not a bad option. Like it's all divisioned as well in the Premier League one. So considering if you only bought 5 cards, you'd be in the bottom division, which would
Yeah.
be fine. Especially if they're all playing cards. So yeah, Lamina looks like a great option for £20.
Yeah, that's
What's
awesome.
his new season? His new season's only 30.
Yeah, these are really good prices.
There is bargains in the Premier League. Like forward's going to be an issue, I think. Finding a solid forward. I mean, Harry Maguire, Harry Maguire, 40 quid.
Harry Maguire.
Tom Kearney, we used to be like very, very good scorer.
I actually listened to a podcast recently with Tom Kearney on it, and he seems like a really nice dude.
Yeah, he had a good run of form, Tom Kearney, a really good run of form for the middle of the season. Like he was putting up like 100, a 90, 50, 60, 65,
Yeah,
70.
I know that because in FPL I have an Andres Pereira. He has he's quite cheap and has good expected assists and things. And it was never him that got the points. It was always Tom Kearney.
Exactly.
Really
New season Tom Kearney card, £11.
yeah, very nice.
So if you look at it that way, well, I mean, you don't actually need new season, do you? Really?
No,
You can
not
just play for the
really.
cards. You can just play for the cards and get it that way.
Yeah,
So I think it might be something that I'll look at over the summer when the card prices drop a bit more.
yeah,
But yeah, there's definitely bargains out there. I'm just scrolling through and just seeing cards that are so cheap. Like Bernardo Silva, £100. Guy's an absolute animal.
I know.
Bernardo Silva is an animal.
That's insane as well.
Brian Christie, midfielder at Bournemouth, £11. So yeah, if anybody wants to try and go into like the Prem cheap, that's the way to do it. Look for your really cheap cards that can perform well and can peak, and then bring them in. There's a
Yeah.
guy here that you'll remember at the start of the season. Everybody was like hyping him. Jordan Bayer,
Oh yeah, I remember Jordan Bett. Is that a Burnley player?
the Burnley centre back.
Yeah.
Now he's had a hamstring injury. I might buy him for 20 quid for playing Challenger next
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
20 quid in there.
We know there's Burnley players smashed in contender division.
John Stones, £30.
Yeah. John Bond
Just cheap
Storms.
prices. Yep, just great prices. I think it's something I'm gonna have to actually look at.
Yeah,
Dan
I
Burn,
think it'd be
20.
nice to get into Premier League because I mean that's the pinnacle of the game. That's like where they want you to go. So rare. That's the new game that we're playing now. We want the best players, and not just best players. Potentially, we want the best players in the best league, because Premier League is super enjoyable to watch.
I'm trying to find for the life of me a good forward that's cheap, but it's becoming a struggle already. Like I've seen Chris Wood. Chris Wood for 30 quid.
I'm not sure I'm gonna do that.
Matthias Cunha.
I like Kuno, but he's injured at the moment.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like buy an injured player for.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's not a bad shout.
But yeah, forwards are expensive. Kulusevski 60.
Yeah, I don't mind Kulu, but I don't know. He's got competition. I think one of the players is 100% nailed.
Yeah, Richarlison.
Richie Rich could be good actually.
Pedro Neto at 60 quid.
Yeah, he's good. Injury prone though.
That's a really good. I like that a lot. There's a guy called Simon Adingra.
Oh, Brighton.
Yeah, 60 quid.
Yeah, he's baller.
Joe Linton's been injured. You can get him for 27 quid. Get Joe Linton in your midfield. Let's do it now. Do it on stream now. But yeah,
I like the way Joe Lynch plays actually in his new midfield role.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he? He's very good.
Ollie Watkins. What about him?
Is Welbeck still starting at Brighton?
Yeah, but you just De Zerbi's like Pep. You never know what you're gonna get.
But he's only 11 quid. So it's not bad. Johan Wissa, 20 quid. So yeah, I think there is options to go into the Prem. You got to get almost the cheapest goalkeeper though that's guaranteed to stay up. And I think Rocker's done the right thing in buying like young and injured players to try and get him in there. Like there's a few here. Dango Itara, the Bournemouth winger. He's played most of his game. 15 quid.
Okay.
Brian Waymo, striker, £70.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Danny Ings.
Not
Danny
young.
Ings, £4.
How old is he?
Not going to be there. 31.
Okay, not too bad. He's got a few years left.
Yeah, I think he moves, personally. You could get Noni Madueke, the Chelsea winger.
Yeah,
he
you
gets
could.
a move. 20 quid. Sinistera for £12. So there's definitely options. Don't people need to stop thinking that the Prem's just going to be like £100 per player, even if they don't start.
Yeah.
There is definitely cheap options. Neil Mope.
Yeah, Mope. Yeah. Brentford.
Yeah, it's a striker that's going to get minutes. And all it takes is for you to have that 1 week where you get like a nice rounded score and you come out with like a nice tier 3, sell that on the market. For Premier League card, it's going to go almost straight away.
Yeah, happy
Get
days.
a nice 67 quid in. And then you just build from there. You build your Premier League gallery out from there. You can even get Dominic Calvert-Lewin for £16.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's a starting striker. He's not been good this season, but it's a starting striker that's not old. He's 27.
Yeah. He'll play 10 games this season, get injured for half of it. That's fine. Those 10 games are critical.
He's played more than 10 games this season. How many games has he played this season? How many starts has he had is the better question. He's played 25 games this season.
That's not bad.
He's only had 3 goals, 2 assists, but he's played 25 games this season.
I remember when it was Ancelotti at Everton, and there was the beginning of the season for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and he was just on fire. I thought, wow, if Ancelotti stays, he could definitely get 20 goals. Then he left.
He could regain that form.
Could. Yeah, he's capable of it. He just needs the right manager. Not sure Sean Dyche is your typical like all-out attack.
Yeah, he's not really, is he? There's not
The problem with Everton is the way games they play, from what I've seen this season, is they do like sit back, especially against the big teams.
Yeah.
So you know if you're more likely to get a goal at home, basically.
Yeah, true. You can get Evan Ferguson. How much do you think can Evan
Oh,
Ferguson
he's a baller. So I think this player will get a big move one day. In rare.
How much do you think he is in rare? Don't look it up.
I'm not looking it up. I reckon he's. I just think because of the potential. I reckon he's £180.
Lower. We're going to
Lower.
play higher or lower on this one.
Okay. 120?
Lower.
70?
Lower.
50?
You were close with 70. That's £67.
Not bad. That's a really good price, like, for the future.
It is. It is. Obviously, I wouldn't go straight into that. You can get Callum Wilson for £8.
Yeah.
He's injured at the moment, but £8 for a Callum Wilson. Does he play when he starts? Does he start when he's fit? I mean, not does he play when he starts? Does he start when he's fit?
He plays.
Yeah, he's got some really good goal returns as well. Even this season, he's got some decent goal returns. We have a look from. That's where the season started. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 decisives in 16 starts.
Not bad at all.
It's probably less starts, to be fair. Yeah, it's probably more like 12 starts. So there's options out there for anybody looking for Prem. There is definite options in every position, and they're not expensive. Like, if you want a fidget spinner as well, you can get a fidget spinner for £27.
Don't do that. Don't do it. As a United fan, don't do it.
Anthony, £27.
He'll be gone. He'll be playing. He'll go back to the Eredivisie for sure.
I'd well buy him then because he dominates in the Eredivisie.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Well, yeah, even you can get Beto, the strike partner for Andy Calvert-Lewin, £19.
Oh, when I watch him play, he's like Bambi. Like he's so leggy. It's really weird.
Yeah, he is very leggy.
If you can work out his technical side, I think he'll be a top player.
Could be, yeah. He could definitely do something in the Prem. Jack Harrison, £10.
Yeah.
That's a forward, isn't it?
Was he ex City Academy or something?
Yeah, he played in America, went to New York City. We bought him off New York City. He went and gave him to Leeds.
Yeah.
Obviously Leeds held him and then they sold him to Everton.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, that's a forward. Yeah, he plays for Everton and he does play 90 minutes quite regular actually.
Yeah.
But let's have a look at what his return is this season. 6 goals. 6 goal decisives. So like 3 goals, 3 assists. It's not bad if you obviously get him in for those goals and assist games.
Yeah, really good. Not bad at all.
£10. So yeah, I might try and follow a similar road to Rock. Obviously, got to get that Chelsea centre back. What's his name again?
I know the one you mean. Fofana?
Yeah, get Willie Fofana in.
Yeah, he's signed for such a big fee as well. But that's the issue with Chelsea. They sign big players and they get injuries.
Yeah, but they spent like 80 million on him. If he's fit, he's starting in every game.
That's true.
He's starting.
That's true.
But yeah, there's cheap players. There's definitely cheap players.
I'd love to see Caicedo come back to his best as well at Chelsea. I really like Caicedo.
Well. I wonder what his price is. I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah.
But Jan-Philippe Mateta, yeah, he's pretty crap, but he's 28 quid.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, he's just a big guy and he's like 6'6". But
yeah,
I mean he's got 10 decisives this season.
Not bad at all.
So again, it's just these players. If you can get, instead of going out and buying yourself a 70, 80, 90, 100 quid striker, if you can get 3 forwards for like, 50 quid altogether, all in, which you can because I've just named about 6 or 7, and mix and match them with the fixtures, you should get rewards. Definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. You just got to do the right scouting and try and get them at a good price.
Yeah,
do it
the
right
research is going to be key.
Yeah,
really.
So follow favorite creators that provide the best tips. So sorry, Jonesy, and yeah, that's it really. Don't know anyone else. Do you know anyone else or?
Well, there's that guy that used to do YouTube videos, but he's not been on for ages. I can't remember his name.
I don't know. He did put a post out today. Actually, he was saying.
Oh, yeah. Rock and Seller, definitely.
That's it, Rock and Seller. Give them a follow.
Yeah.
Great guys.
There's another one, but I can't remember the name. I think he's fighting kangaroos or something at the moment.
Yeah, like you said, there was that guy, but I haven't heard from him in ages.
Yeah, can't remember the name's just not coming to me. We'll get it. By the end of the show, we'll get it.
Yeah, we'll think of the name.
So yeah, as far as seeing all those prices for Premier League has made me actually just want to go and buy like 50 Premier League players now.
Yeah, it's really exciting. And like I said, because I mean, it's where we live. The games are always on at great times in comparison to the MLS.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something to definitely look into over summer.
Yeah.
Just to play the classic and get the new season cards, and then sell the new season cards on or keep them.
Yeah.
That's completely up to yourselves. But I
Yeah.
think that is the way forward.
I think that's the way forward
Now,
to Jonesy.
there's only 10 games a week in the Premier League, isn't there? So you've not got all that massive competition of
No,
other
exactly.
leagues. Then
Exactly. And like we just said, like, you know, people have really difficult matchups. So there are occasionally game weeks where you have really good chances. Really good
yeah,
chances.
yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm just having a look now at the top 100 Premier League players just to see if there's anything dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Jordan Ayew, £40
Yeah,
starter forward.
Palace. I like that.
I think he scores quite well as well, doesn't he?
He does. I used to own him in limited, and if I remember correctly, he used to like win all of his duels. Like he's actually really good with duels.
He's had 17 decisives in the last year.
That's really nice. I'm gonna bring it up now for his stats. I'm interested to see what it is.
Yeah, so just there's options everywhere. There is options everywhere. Even if you do like start from the bottom and try and build your way up, as long as you get that goalkeeper in rare to start with, you can get players for like anything from 10 to 20 quid.
Here it is. Ground Duels 1. Jordan
Yeah.
Ayew.
hmm
This is nuts. This is nuts. Right. He's in the 97th percentile, so he's like basically at the top. And per game he wins about... Do you want to try and guess per game how many duels he wins?
You want me to guess how many duels he wins per game?
Yeah. I want you to guess. Ground duels.
12.
Okay, that's a bit high. It's 8.5.
Ake wins like 20 in the MLS, so
Yeah.
I've seen Ake win. Look, right, okay, I'll go with 7.
It's 8.5.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not
That's
bad.
fine.
So obviously you get points for that for like double doubles, and you know if he gets a tackle or two in there as well, then that'd be very, very nice. I know it's not his job,
Yeah.
but it gets you closer on the AA front for getting 100.
Yeah, that's very good to be fair. And then that'd probably be the forward I would go with.
Yeah.
You know, I did just everybody buy all the £10 forwards up.
It might be a strategy, you know.
Just have to get myself a little Don Calvert-Lewin to partner him up with. But yeah, there's definitely those players. You know, he wasn't expensive. And there's other players on here. There's that Senesi, the centre back for Bournemouth.
Yeah, I like him.
£10.
I think he's currently injured, but
£10.
he's a great player.
He's a great player. But there's loads of bargains. You just got to find them. Find them, buy them, and that's it. Play them.
Find him, buy him, play him. Jonesy's catchphrase 2024.
Find them, buy them, play them.
I like it.
Yeah, there's another one, Daniel Munoz.
He's actually really popular in FPL at the moment.
Yeah,
Very
he's
cheap.
at Palace now. He's still scoring really well. Fair credit to him. He got an 81 against Burnley. He got an assist against Luton. Clearance off the line against Brighton.
Love
So he's
that.
still scoring really well, and his rare card is £14.
Nice.
So again, there's just loads of them. I might have to do a little watch list for myself.
Yeah, I might do a separate podcast on that.
Yeah, I think a definite watch list is going to be coming out.
Love it.
So yeah, no, I think we've gone well over on that one. I think.
Yeah, I think we have. What was our next topic?
I think I should quiz you now. I think it's quiz
Okay,
time.
let's hear it. So who's the quiz for? It's for me then, I'm guessing.
Yes, this is your quiz. Right, so as everybody knows, when we've been having a guest on, we've been giving a quiz out with the prize at the end. Whoever finishes like top wins a mystery shirt, and whoever finishes second will win a mystery scarf. We thought we'd take part ourselves as well. So just because it's me and Ellis today, I've done his quiz. Next time when it's just me and Cap, I will do Cap's quiz.
Love it.
So Ellis, I can't remember the leaderboard because Cap's got the leaderboard. So
Oh, I can't remember it either.
I think you've got to beat 6.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I think 6 is the top score. Are you ready?
Okay, cool. Get my thinking cap on.
Are you going changing hat?
Can't see my other ones. It's the only one I've got at the moment.
Right, question 1.
Okay, question 1.
What is the value current? Take Sorare data now, and now I can see you're already on it.
I'm not. I'm on Discord.
I just lined you up. Right, what is the current value of your gallery? And you get a £10 either way for this. If you £10 less or £10 more, then I'll give it you.
Shit, I actually have no idea. I just know it keeps going down. Do you want it in pounds or ETH?
Yeah, in GBP, mate.
GBP, okay. You don't want it in the BTC. ETH, okay. It is current gallery value. I'm going to lowball it. I hope it's higher. I think it's. I think it's. Shit, this is so difficult. I'm gonna go with 580. Nope, £567.
Do you want me to write down your answers and then go through them at the end, or do you want me to just tell you right now?
How did you do it previously?
I used to just tell them right on the spot if they were right or not.
Tell me on the spot, and then I know where I am.
So what's your final answer?
I'll go. Let's just round it up. 570.
Wrong. 537.
Oh, it's lower. That's horrible.
Okay. So in your entire gallery,
Yeah.
who was your highest scoring player in game week 461?
Is that the one that previously just came previously?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you've done this because I knew it was Fontaine. But maybe there's someone.
Yeah.
Maybe there's someone else.
There's common cards as well, because common cards still showed up.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. For that game week, they did.
Oh, fucking hell! I don't know. It was in the commons. I've got an Mbappe. Common, I'm pretty sure. Well, it was. Game week 461 was only La Liga 2. Internationals and MLS. So I'm trying to think. Did I have an MLS player that absolutely smashed? I'm trying to think. I had a Ricky Pooch. I think he smashed. Was it Ricky? Okay, Ricky Pooch.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, I don't know, but Fontaine got like a really big score. No, I'm gonna stick to. Jonesy, what are you doing to me, mate? Let's go Fontaine. I'm just gonna lock in Fontaine because I know he got a big score. Yeah, locked in.
Jose Fontaine.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yes! Come on.
Right, your next question is, what percentage of your lineups are reward winning?
I know this. I looked at it the other day. 2 point. Do we get 10 either way again?
I was going to give you a percent either way.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. 2.67%.
I think it's a little bit higher than that, but yeah, I put 3% down. I think it's 2.7 something.
Nice. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's correct. Right. Okay. Which currently owned rare player?
Yeah.
Has your second highest gaming yield?
Second highest.
Yeah. Got to make it difficult because we want the guests to win the prize and not us, to be fair. So
no, of course.
Make it as difficult as possible.
Right, I know Leo Roman's my goalkeeper, like basically all the time. So I think he's probably top. I think my second highest, weirdly, is Is it Baston or Miguel Atienza? I know Atienza is quite high for some weird reason. I'm gonna go Atienza.
It is Atienza, yeah.
I thought so. I looked at it like a few months ago and I was like, what the fuck? Why is he so high?
Okay, so you're 3 out of 4. Strong start. Right, okay.
Gets harder.
What
now.
is your highest finished, placing-wise, in a Sorare competition?
I think it was... So I don't have many, so I remember them. But I think I finished... I'm pretty sure I finished like 14th or something in Cap 220 Rare. But I finished higher in an MLS amateur competition. Or no, that wasn't that high actually. It was MLS specialist. Anyway, I think I finished 14th. Let's just go 14th.
In what competition are you going for?
I think it was MLS specialist.
It's MLS amateur, and you finished 14th.
Amateur. I have a good memory, but sorry, I got
This is not looking good. He's got 4 right already. Right, this is where they start getting a little bit more difficult. Some of them.
Okay.
How many limited cards do you currently own? I want it spot on because you've done so well so far.
I think I actually know to the number. Is it 157?
Yeah, this is not good. We want the guests to win, not you.
Sorry, guys.
So you're on 5 out of
If I
6.
get one more, I think that actually classifies me as a Sorare addict, unfortunately.
If you get one more, you're tied with top, and you'll definitely get one more. I'm pretty sure out of all these.
We'll see. Come on then. Don't put the pressure on.
Start docking points like the Premier League do. Right. Okay. What is your fourth highest collection on Sorare?
Is this based on like collection score?
Yeah.
Okay. So my highest, I think, is the Oviedo one. And then I think it's NYCFC. No. Okay, I know the top three. NYCFC, Kilmarnock, Oviedo.
Yeah,
The
there's three
next-
teams you've got quite close together for fourth place. That's why I've done fourth.
This is difficult. I think it's a limited team. I know I've got quite a few Bastia players. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got at least 5 Ibar players. This is a tough question. This is a really tough question, Jonesy.
I'm just hiding.
I know you are. I think it's got to be one of those two, but I think I've got more
You're
Ibar.
missing a collection there.
Pardon?
You are missing a collection out of the three. There's three collections that were quite close together. I wouldn't have done it if it was only two.
NYCFC, Kilmarnock, Oviedo. They're my top three. I can't have another one. Am I just completely forgetting my gallery?
Hopefully, for the sake of the guess.
I pretty much have the whole. Hang on, there's another one, isn't there? Is there another one?
I'm gonna
Okay.
push you for it. I'm fine.
Okay, we're gonna go with Ibar.
It is Ivar.
Yes.
It's on 6. 6 out of 7. No. So Cap's gonna kill me.
I can't wait to do it for you.
What was the date that you joined Sorare?
I joined Sorare in July 2022.
I've not got that as right.
I don't think it's right. Maybe it's. Oh no, sorry. Can I change?
You can't change your answer.
No, it's
not
fine.
let you change your answer.
I think
You
it's
have too many.
I think it's the 9th month, which is it September?
That's what I've got.
Yeah. Shit.
Yes. Got that wrong. Just gotta make sure you don't get any more right. But you definitely will. There's one easy one left.
Oh nice.
I'm pretty
Let's
sure.
go. Hopefully.
Okay, so by floor price, who is the second highest player in your gallery?
Second highest.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm assuming Liraman is the highest because he's a rare goalkeeper, still plays. So let's go second highest. I'm trying to think actually. I reckon it's a. I think it's a bit. I reckon it's a limited player. You know, because my rare players are really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's Brat, who's like 34 quid. Let's go Brat.
He's not 34 quid.
Oh, he's not.
I'm still trying to buy one, but I'm not willing to pay more than 20.
Yeah. Maybe it's not him
Still
then.
trying to get my hands on one.
It's not Santi Rodriguez. I think it's still quite cheap and limited. I don't think there's many players more expensive than that, really.
Oh, I
That's-
might have.
This is a good question.
Right, okay.
Okay, maybe it's not a limited player. I don't have too many expensive limited players. Oh! No, Colin Batto's like £24. Which, the question is, if that is that more expensive than my backup keeper? Is this their like floor price? Is this like the lowest price? God, no, Colin Batto's you're not willing to pay more. Okay, let's go Colin Batto.
I'm checking Colin Battle's price. Give me a sec. So Colin Battle's cheapest price
Right now.
is £20.
Okay.
Quinton Brat's cheapest price,
It's got to be more.
£25.
Yeah, I thought so. Damn it.
Right, we're gonna have to take a quick pause because my computer's about to die.
Okay, guys, I'll entertain you in the meantime. Because I'm not going to do any of that editing. So, yeah, what should we talk about, guys? Should we talk about how Cap doesn't upload enough? Oh, and he's back.
Right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Right, okay, good. Right, I think I'm back now.
Okay.
Just double check all the settings are still the same. That'd have been a horror show if that had just died on the spot then.
That would have been funny.
Right, okay. So you're keeping you at bay, that's good. So it was Quinton Bratt, not Colin Bell. Right. So this is your most difficult question. Right,
Okay. Let's try and get this right.
You've got to really think about this one. You've got to think back, way back.
Yeah.
Right? What was the third ever reward you earned on Sorare? Card reward.
Oh my god. I've won 22 limited cards in my time on Sorare. Okay. It's not many. I've got to figure this out.
Yeah, this includes rares as well.
I think I would have won more limiteds than rares at that point. I think. My third ever reward.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a bit of time to think about this one.
I'm just gonna go with it.
I wouldn't just. I'd have a think of what you won.
I know what I've won. I know early on I won an Andres Pereira. Okay.
Mhm.
But I don't know if that was my first ever card. And I know I won a clerk in Cap 220 or something. I think I might be.
Yeah, to be fair, at the start you won quite a lot of rewards in close proximity. Like you were winning rewards almost every week. Well, give or take. You won 3 on the bounce, and then you won 2 more.
I'm gonna go with clerk.
Clerk is right.
Yes, get in.
Christ.
Which one was Andreas? Was he my first one?
He was your first ever reward.
So who's my second?
Sebastian Roda.
Oh my god, I remember him. Fucking hell.
So Ellis. I don't even know if we should even put this out because we want the guests to win the rewards, not you.
Keep it on the down low.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct answers.
Let's go. 70%.
That's a shocker. That.
That's not bad.
Really difficult. There's some there that I didn't think you'd have a clue on. Like the Atienza one, I didn't expect you to get.
Yeah, I only know that because a few months ago I looked at it. I think he'd won me like 5 thresholds or something at the time. I was like,
I did not expect you to get the how many limited cards do you currently own? Bang on.
I always know that, to be honest with you.
Um,
I know because I wanted to get rid of some.
Cap, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I tried. I give difficult questions. I tried.
He failed. Well, I'll tell you what, out of the 3 of us, we'll think of something. We'll do like the winner. I don't know. The loser has to do something.
Separate league.
Yeah, we'll do a separate league and the loser has to do a forfeit or something.
Harsh considering I've got like nearly 1,000 cards and you've got like 200.
Then we won't. We'll be a lot. We'll be a lot kinder.
You'll be nice with mine. Like not what was Paul McGinn's score 7 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, we would have done yours. That's funny.
Right. Okay. Well done.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks to Paul Jonesy. I hope everyone's found that quite interesting to listen to. Leave some feedback, like us, and subscribe to us. Give us 5 stars on Spotify. That's all very much appreciated.
On Spotify, like and subscribe on YouTube, and we'll see you when hopefully Cap gets back from Australia. There'll be kangaroos out on him.
Exactly. He's gonna be a changed man when he comes back. All right, guys. We'll speak to you soon, then, guys. Take care. All the best.